Live your life, dogs. Worldwide family of dog lovers. If you believe that dogs aren't just pets, family, then you've
Hello?
we're building a worldwide community of dog lovers,
Lock in.
united by one simple belief.
Can you hear me?
Every dog
Yep,
deserves to
yep.
live their
This
absolute
just
best
plays.
life.
I got this set up
I
so this
can't hear
plays
You
you.
now.
love them.
Hold on.
It doesn't matter if your best friend is a couch-loving family dog, a highly trained working dog, a champion in the show ring, or a dedicated service animal. From sporting dogs to every loyal companion in between, if you love dogs, you belong here. Live Your Life Dogs is more than just a page, it's a global family where we connect, share our knowledge, and encourage each other. We learn from one another, we support one another, and we celebrate one another's successes. Whether you need training advice for a new puppy, breeding knowledge from seasoned experts, or tips for your next competition, this is the place to find it. We want to build each other up so that every single dog can thrive. We have a special passion for all breeds and their unique working heritage. From personal favorites like the incredible Patterdale Terrier to every purpose-driven dog out there, we actively collaborate with dog clubs, ethical breeders, training organizations, and show circuits. If it's part of the dog world, we're here to support it. But our community is about more than just sharing stories. It's about action. We proudly support animal shelters, assist with fundraisers, and promote adoption awareness. We stand behind causes that protect and care for dogs because we believe in giving back to the animals that give us so much. We also love to shine a spotlight on businesses and brands that are making a real difference. From small startups to established companies, we help promote products and services that benefit dogs and their owners. When good dog companies succeed, our entire community benefits. At the end of the day, our message is simple. Live your life with your dog. Train together, travel together, compete together, and relax together. Your dog is your partner, your family, your lifestyle. Here at Live Your Life Dogs, we're making sure every dog and every owner has the support to live fully, boldly, and happily. Thank you for being part of our journey. If you love dogs as much as we do, make sure to subscribe and join our worldwide family. Let's live our best lives together.
Yes, yes. We're here, living like dogs. I got my Brody Tim with me, and it's Monday. You know, we're not normally here on Mondays, but we came to talk dogs, anything dogs. Had some friends on Facebook that want to talk dogs. So let's go with you though, bro. What you at the kids' game?
Man, so Rocco got an invite to outside. He got invited to a special tournament travel league for junior flag football.
Yeah, yeah. I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah. So like I didn't really like they it's like it's an invite only, so they invited him. He just was like, Dad. I was like, yeah, come on, let's go. I got you.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah. So I try to keep him as busy as possible. So I've been so busy I ain't really been hunting too much. But I I was like, I seen your thing on there and I've been meaning to get with you because I um I had some people hit me up, right? And
Mm-hmm.
are we behind the stage or we live?
We live. We good.
Oh, okay, okay.
Live.
So I kind of wanted to talk about knowing what your rules and regulations and you know what I mean, the parameters of the sport in your state. You know what I mean? Because just recently, um, I had some issues with some people, right? Um, and they kind of like started some, I don't know, you call it trouble. Just they caused me some issues, but I like I always do everything within the side what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny because these people made a comment right on another page that I posted something a few weeks ago, so I took it down, right? But I was like, man, it kind of shocked me, right? Because I was like, wow, like what they made a comment, and I said to myself, I said, damn, I never heard it worded like that, or I heard even nobody like. So I went and researched it first before I responded. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to be ignorant to the fact. So I said to myself,
Mhm.
I knew I was within the parameters of my motherfucking hunting rights. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? So I kind of second guessed myself by the way somebody said something. And then instead of being ignorant, I just told him, I said, hey, look, you know, check this out. I wouldn't be responding to you, but you kind of bothered me. You know what I mean? So just to set it clear that I know my rules and regulations to what I do. You know what I mean? So they didn't respond back for a couple of days, then they hit me back and they apologized. But at the same time, I was sitting there thinking in my head, like, yo, like people like you that don't know, you know what I mean? Like people like that
Mhm.
that don't really know the sport, nor the you know, the laws, anything like that. They automatically could cause you trouble, and then it would take you to know the law and to have money and to be able to get representation to beat the law on something that you already, you get what I'm saying? You were already within your,
Mhm.
you was in your rights to do. But this person didn't like it, right? So they took the initiative to start trouble for you. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, and like we're out here doing a service, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I had to tell the people, like, man, I didn't just come out here. Like these people called me here. So like what I kind of wanted to get touch base with is like you gotta watch it, you know what I mean, where you do things, what you post, and then exactly what you know what I mean, what lines you're crossing,
For sure. I actually
you
had
know?
someone hit me up, because they seen that, I hunt with the Patterdales, and oh, you gotta do this, that, and the third. And I let them know, like, at the end of the day, everything I do is on private property. I hunt on private property. If I catch and release, it's caught and released on private property. So it's not, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, you definitely, I mean, definitely gotta, definitely, I mean, and depending on where you're at, certain states, it's like they might let you just go out somewhere and hunt. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you're in somewhere like Texas or something, they got
Well,
a
no,
big,
and see, and to be honest with you, Texas is very hard on the hunting laws. Like you can't just
yeah.
go. You know, you better have a hunting license if you're going to throw rocks at rabbits.
See, I was about to say, yeah, somewhere
You
like
know,
Texas where it's big and there's so much land, people think it's somewhere where you could just go crazy when it has
nah, you
one
can't
of them,
do that.
like, yeah, that has a whole bunch of laws. Then it might be somewhere like New Hampshire that's small where they
It's
don't
real
have
lax.
as, yeah, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So you definitely gotta, I mean, we said this before though, as far as hunting stuff, any dog you're hunting, I mean, it's best to find or hunting in general, it's best to find places where
Well,
you
I kind of,
have access
I kind of been,
to private property. You know what I mean?
well, I kind of been slowing down on earthwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, and not because I don't like it or I don't love it. It's not my, you know, I don't love it or nothing like that. It's just, um, it's just that other things have been taking more time in life. You know what I mean? The family and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
of course.
um,
You
so
know,
and
I know.
plus I'm down to like young dogs. I don't have like my yard
I
is
was just
just old is
yeah.
older dogs. You know what I mean?
I was just about to say, last time we spoke, you kind of had like time for you to kind of reload, replenish.
Yeah. So, um, I
Excuse me.
was telling like I was talking to my people the other day, and they were like, "Man, you really ain't been like traveling or nothing." I was like,
So
"Nah, I
serious.
haven't."
What's up?
I
Go
said,
ahead. I'm listening.
I just told him, I said, you know, things is like my dogs. I'm saying, I'm like, I got older dogs that are kind of like worn, worn. You know what I mean? They've earned their keep. They're worn. Um, I should be breeding, but I just really didn't feel like messing with puppies this summer, man. It's just been too hot. Like today was 104 degrees. I just, man, could you imagine having a litter of puppies at 104 degrees?
No, I never lived anywhere where it gets that hot. I've been played, I've been in Vegas or you know
Excuse me.
places where it got that hot while I was there. But as far as me, I'm where I live, it don't get that hot. Might get 95, might hit 100, but that's like if it hits like 102 or 101, that's probably like some type of record. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. Nah, so I just kind of been chilling, but um, when I was younger, man, not only did we bulldog, you know what I mean, but my pop was
Mm-hmm.
a lot into goose and duck hunting. So we had some really, really, really good labs that were really, you know what I mean, really good. And so when we were younger, we used to train, you know what I mean, waterfowl dogs. Labrador
Yep.
retrievers. So I've been like talking to a guy from back home, and he's like, "Boy, I'd love to see you train another pair of them." And I was like, "Well, let me think over it." You know what I mean? So, um, like I told my girl, I think I'm just gonna like liquidate some dogs and then bring two on. You know what I mean? So I can start training them for duck hunting and goose hunting. So
So you're gonna obviously you're always gonna have some pets. So you're about to get some other dogs too. Then.
yeah, just to like mix it up a little bit. You know what I
Uh
mean?
huh.
A lot of guys that I work dogs with, man, have either passed away or um, they just say, you know, they've been doing other things in life and they really ain't been like hunting or um one, you know, just life is caught up and you know, it's the sport takes a lot and it takes a lot out of you. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
and I'm not really good with too many people, so I'm like kind of sad about it. You know what I mean? Like my
Yeah.
like yo like man, my people are pissed. Like you know, it's just like I don't have no way to hunt with.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I mean,
mean,
I'm
a
far
lot
from
has.
those people. You know,
I was
I'm
about to
far
say
from
a
a lot
lot
of
of it has to
people.
do with your location too.
Yeah,
You're
my
like you're like
location.
you're like a 20-hour, 25-hour drive from like everyone.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. So, and not saying there's not guys here. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I got allergies. My allergy pills at the house. I'm out here, and man, we get ready to get stormed on. I was supposed to take the boys hunting, but this shit's like getting bad. And so, um, but yeah, man, I'm like, I still got dogs that work. You know what I mean? But I got dogs also that have taken a lot of damage that
So
healed,
what
and
was you saying you was gonna get the.
I'm probably gonna go back and get me a couple Labrador retrievers.
Okay, some labs.
Yeah, but not nothing like I'm never going to just like give up earthwork. You know what I mean? My
No, that's what I
terriers.
said. I know you're always gonna
Yeah.
have you're
Like
always
I got Yakko coming up, and he's doing great. You know what I mean? But also got his dad. I haven't retired his dad neither. So, um, I got two dogs I kind of pulled from rotation to all together, and then I just kept his dad in rotation and him in rotation. So I kind of been like people been asking me. A couple older guys were like, "Yo, you need some dogs," and I was like, I only told one guy I'd come get some dogs, but I just need to make kennel space first. You know what I mean? And make sure everything's legit. Like where I'm
yeah.
like, you know. But I
That's
also got a
gotta be
lot
ready
more.
for 'em.
I also got a lot more land just recently to work too, so it's like I'm up in like the air,
Yeah,
like God, like I'm ready to try to like flow out of sport a little bit, and I got people calling
and
me
now you
talking
just
about.
got access to a whole
Yeah,
bunch of
and
more. Yeah,
it all comes from these ranchers just talking. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hey, we got
Word
this
of mouth.
problem, and then all of a sudden, um, they'll be like, you gotta get a hold of this guy Tim. You know what I mean? Like, yo, here's his number. He does
Yeah,
floors, but like this is what he does on the side. Like, you just won't believe it. Like, you just gotta see it. So it's like it's more amazing to them at first to see it, and then they're like, oh yeah, like this is serious. Like, yeah, I can call him out. He'll get it out of here. So
hmm
it's kind of like that's how it all works. You know what
yeah.
I
You're
mean?
trying to step away, but yeah,
It doesn't work.
getting more access, getting more
Yeah.
access to more land is
So I was
it's
giving.
definitely gonna be hard, but
Well, I got given like today, right? I got given access to 10,000 more acres on another ranch, right?
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 acres, right? And then so it's like I don't
Crazy.
even know anybody to be able to work all that at one time, and I've got like multiple properties that are like given to me to
Nah,
work
it
like
would
that. You know
take.
what I mean?
I mean, even if you was out there with the whole, if you was out there
Dog,
with
I listen.
20, 20, 20
Are you
dogs,
done?
it would
Okay.
still take you. Yeah, if you was
Just
out
to
there with 20 dogs, it would still take you a year to
yeah, I got
really
it.
cover that much.
Okay, so we did an estimate one time, right? We rode around, like me and my man, right? We rode around and just kind of like estimated and went by the ranches and the dairies that I got access and permission to work, right? That like actually that I like actually have started like giving me full access to everything, right?
Yep.
Get in there. Like what? No, it's not. Shut the door. Come on. Um, it's like is so astronomical, right? That we were talking about. They were like, bro, do you think you'd ever be able to work all this property? I said, nah, man, I
Nah,
can't even
hell no.
begin to even search all this property. Like, I have property for days. Like, that's what I be telling guys. Like, a couple guys have come out and they thought it was bullshit. Hold on, I'm on the phone. Practice again at the same time. I know, baby. I got it on the thing, on schedule. So, um, like, okay, so I be telling guys, like, yo, if you want to come out, don't expect me to work dogs. Like, I will if you want me to, but when people come out, like, yo, I want them to have the experience. I want them to see what I see on a daily basis. Like,
Mhm.
um, I just had some people hit me up and they're like, hey, you said this is the worst time to come out, but this is a good time for us. Well, I mean, I don't like to tell people they can't come out.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I've been doing this a long time out here. So if I tell you for some reason that where's it at? Oh, you give it to it? Thank you, dude. If I tell you something, there's a reason, you know what I mean? So the people hit me up and was like, hey, are you like what is the reason you don't want us to come out there? I said that the reason I said I don't it's not that I don't want you to come out here. I would love for you to come out here. But I also don't want you coming out here and getting your dog killed.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You come out here right now, man, there's tons of rattlesnakes.
Yeah, that I mean, and let's be honest, that's another thing that makes it a little hard to hunt with, because as soon as you say to people, oh yeah, you can come out here and hunt, but you got to watch for rattlesnakes. If there was 12 people coming, 6 of them only coming after you say that rattlesnake
Oh,
shit.
they're not. Come put the window up,
You
please.
can't
Just answer
blame
that.
them. You know what I mean? Even if you can put on your snake boots up to your waist and all that, but your dogs are still
Your
very,
dog is yes, exactly,
and the
exactly.
size of these, I mean, shoot, any dog rattlesnake, they're pretty much done. But shit, the size of these dogs, you ain't got a
Now,
chance.
to be honest with you, depending on where they get struck and like how bad they get hit, I've had snakes hit them with dry bites, just a warning, just a strike, no venom, and then I've had to rush them to
Yeah.
the truck and hit them with anti venom. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um.
you gotta have that on deck. Okay, yeah. See, I didn't even
Oh,
think
I
of that.
keep it.
You
Yeah.
know where I'm
If
at.
you
Where
don't
I'm
kill
at,
me,
you
yeah, I'm
might
taking
find a
you.
couple garden snakes. If you find anything other than that, it was probably a pet that got out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, where y'all are at?
Yeah,
Oh no, not here, dude. This is there ain't no yeah. You run into one out here. There ain't no pet, and it
yeah.
definitely got an attitude.
So you said that you think about grabbing the golden retriever, a
Nah,
space.
Labradors.
I mean, a Labrador. That's what it was. Labrador retriever. Yeah, I like them. I mean, of course, if you get them, if you get it, you're gonna work them. So there's that.
Yeah,
P89.
but
I'm not scared of snakes, but I'm not going anywhere. There's a bunch of rattlesnakes. Yeah, you're
right,
right. Like, yeah,
right,
I have
right.
friends with boas and all that type of stuff. But yeah, once you say poisonous, yeah,
Yeah, it's a
you ain't
different
gonna.
story. People see now, like right now, right? Okay, we were talking about this the other night too. They
Mhm.
said, bro, why ain't there no rattlesnakes on the dairy? I said there probably are. We just don't run into them because the owls get them, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
you think so? I said, yeah. Look how many barn owls out here. You see any rats? They're like, nah. I said, shit, I don't see no snakes neither. So they
What's
started
crazy? I
laughing. I was
seen
like,
a video the other day. They would talk. You know how they do. New York got a whole rat problem, but there was certain areas where the rats population is like going down and they don't know why. And
because
it
of them
ended up,
snakes.
yeah, no, it wasn't even the snakes. This is New York, like the middle of the city, but it ended up being like falcons on the top of buildings, and then
Oh,
and then
okay. The
owls.
falcons.
I guess New York in this area, there's like, even it's close, it's in the city, but wherever they're at, owls be pulling up, probably because there's so much food, so
Yeah,
many
yeah, yeah,
rats.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
the
ended up
feed.
doing homework in the area, and it was like, yeah, the owls and the rats was killing more. I mean, the owls and the falcons or the hawks or whatever
We're
the
killing more
hawks, I think,
rats
was killing more rats than the damn, like, than the poisons and the
and
pest
the pest
control
control.
and all that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, that's
So
like
if you got a
okay.
backyard full of owls, you might be good with the rats and the snakes.
So
But
check this out.
a lot of dogs will shake up a snake before it gets a chance too. Snatch
Oh
it up.
yeah, they'll snap its neck. They'll grab it and just
Yeah,
pop it.
snap. Yeah, shake it up before it even gets a chance to do anything too. You know what I mean? So
So the other night, right? Guy called. He said they were having some issues with some badgers. So I was like, oh, all right, what do you want to do? He was like, man, I need y'all out here. He said, man, I heard you, the little dogs, you know what I mean, be getting on them. I was like, yeah, we can get them out of there. Where they at? So he tells me where he's been seeing a lot of activity at, right? So I said,
yeah,
man, we get out here. There's gonna be a bunch, man. And more than likely, we're gonna have to like, you know, what I mean, we're gonna have to relocate them. So they were like, one of the guys that went with me was like, what do you mean relocate them? I was like, well, you can't just like, these are just
yeah.
young ones. You know what I mean? Like, well, bruh, it wasn't no young one. We bumped into a big male. Oh, he was feisty.
With the
So
snake.
no, this is a big old badger.
Oh,
But
I
it was
was say
crazy.
I'm clapping a snake.
Oh no, I'm not even, man. I just 410 it. I just got this little 410 shot, 410 pistol to judge. I keep that with me for snakes.
Yeah. I'm shooting a snake.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Need
pop
it.
it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
popping. Yeah. I'm popping. Move on.
Is that
So,
keep it pushing?
yeah, I don't even need the button off the back of it. Nothing. Like,
Yeah.
nah, none of it. Keep it.
I
Guy
mean, where
gave
you're
me
at, you could get so many too, so it's not that big. You know, you could collect them
shit.
if
I
you
don't
want.
even fool with them, dog. Listen, if I even hear that thing start to rattle, I go back the way. I go back the way I was before I started hearing it, and I try to get the dog's attention. Man, I don't even need them on it. I just try to get away from it. Like, I don't even see it. I don't even see how big it was. None of it. I'm out of here. See you. So, um, but the dude had me kind of like, he said, hey, bro, the reason I asked you that because we're throwing these tires around, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, what if one's curled up in there? I said, just throw it fast, man. Be faster than a strike. He was like, what? I said, yeah, you're not going to realize it's in there until you pick it up and you hear the rattle, so just toss it. And he was like, then what? I said, then just move fast. Like, get the hell up out of the tires if you keep hearing it. I was like, don't be stupid and stay there and get
Yeah,
your
of
ass
course
bit.
not.
But it was funny
Kill.
because yo, what was really crazy is that when we were leaving that dairy, um, we got ended up getting pulled over, right? And it was by Game and Fish. And they were like, the reason they pulled us over is because there's been some people out there poaching, right? And so they were like kind of like, yo, are you transporting a badger? And I was like, no, we're not transporting nowhere. We're relocating because it keeps going on. It keeps getting a hold of the dairy calves. And he was like, oh. He was like, well, you know you're outside of season right now, right? I said, yeah, that's why we're not trapping, we're not killing. We're relocating. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, we have to get rid of it. It's a problem. And he was cool with that. And like he was like, yo, he even asked he took us to where we could get rid of it. Like, I think we went like 20 miles from the dairy where we got it. And then we turned it loose, you know what I mean? So I told him, I was like, yo, I was like, you need to know your laws. Like, you know what I mean? Him was talking about that. Because he was asking me, do I know this and that? And I was like, and when I would say certain words, he was like, boy, it looks like you read that right out of the book. I said, I did. That's how you think I got the answer for you. Like, I just didn't come up with it.
Mhm.
Like, I read your rules, your regulations, the shit that you follow, and I just went by it. Like, you know, is that not the right way to go about it? And he said, yeah, that's the way to keep your ass out of trouble. I said, yes, sir. So, um, it's just funny because um it's just funny because people on the internet, right? You'll post and then like just try to share things, right? And the first
Mhm.
thing they try to do is try to either one, start you trouble or try to shine a bad light. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, why in
Or
the
they'll tell
hell
you. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
like
I'll
I'm
let
just
you
like
finish.
I sit there and I'm like, damn, dog. You know, you can't help a motherfucker do nothing. You can't offer
Yeah,
nobody nothing. It's always some bullshit. And it's like, man, look, I almost to the point where like the other day I almost told this one dude, hey man, stop talking to me, man. I don't even want to
yeah,
help you no more with nothing. Like,
yeah,
but I didn't want to be rude like that. You know what I mean?
yeah. Jamie said I had 3 dogs get snake bit last year and lost. Yeah, sorry about that, Jamie. I never dealt with
Hey,
anything like that.
I bet you Mr. Park has hell with snakes. Down in all those damn den dwellings,
Yeah,
constrictors.
he's in Florida where anything could pull up on you.
Oh yeah,
They
you
got
can go
and
down
they
there and
got
hunt.
they,
You
and
can.
they got boa constrictors breeding with
Hey
fucking
yo, yeah,
anacondas and
you be having those African rock pythons breeding with some
yeah.
domestic
And
shit.
then they got a whole bunch of animals that are breeding together. They ain't even like I said, they got the boa that people got as pets. And then they're breeding, they're getting in the the swamps and all that and breeding with the anaconda and making a snake
Yeah,
that's on some
you gonna have some
extra shit.
hybrid shit. Next thing you know, you gonna have some shit just strictly bred to attack humans.
You have a those shits are like band snakes. Big
Yeah,
ass
like band snakes. But
band
no,
dogs.
like yo, um, so like that was another thing I wanted to say, right? I really want to talk about like what do guys do, right? That have dogs they gotta retire. They retire and get out the sport, or
Yeah.
they
No,
move them on. What do they do?
from and obviously I've spoke to all types of people doing this live, whether it was on the Patadale Wednesdays or just on another day. And for the most part, people retire them. I don't really see people retire their dog retire and stop until really they retire. Anyone else is like they retire that dog and they either have pups that they're still working or they pick up another dog. You know what I mean? And then I know people like you where they might they might they might have a dog where they're working with the Patterdale for years, and then I know a guy who recently just got a coon hound. He was doing it years ago. He was probably out of it for like 10, 15 years.
I know
And
who you're talking about.
recently got a coon hound like probably like a month ago or whatever. Then he's back to the coon hound. He's actually still waiting for his Patterdale or whatever, but you know what I mean? For the most part, I don't see people stop hunting until they physically can't hunt. Other than that, they're gonna get another dog and hunt, or they're gonna do what you said you was gonna do. You're gonna get another type of dog and do another type of hunting. Still do the earthwork, but for the most part, I don't see people stop hunting. They might switch the type of hunting, you know what I mean? But I don't see people stop hunting until they physically can't
Are
like do
unable
it
to hunt.
themselves anymore. And as
Right.
far as retiring dogs, people retire them, and then most of the time they have puppies out that dog before they retire them. Or in the hunting world, if you're heavy in the hunting world, most of the time you got a
You
friend
haven't,
or
yeah,
two
but-
that would just give you a dog.
Right.
If you're heavy in the
that's like
hunting world, with even coon dogs, whatever it is, you know what I mean? You hog dogs. If you're hunting in that, if you're heavy in that type of world, normally you got a friend or two that will give you a dog. So
oh, for sure. No, that's like yo, like I'm like I mean, I'll probably send cricket out to an older guy that doesn't hunt as much,
yeah,
but he's gonna do some breedings, right? Just to be able to say, hey, I got pups for you guys. If you know what I mean, you need them. If not, then
and
hey,
they'll
I
probably
got
send
them.
one or two back to you, and now you reloaded. You
Yeah,
know what
and
I
I'm
mean?
replenished. But I'm just waiting for the word and the shipper to get here. And
Yeah,
then um I tried to send Mick back to where he was from, but I ended up getting told, nah, bro, I just gave him to you, man. Like, I'm like, what? He came here on just a breeding loan. And they were like, yeah, but I'm out of them now, man. So I figured just keep him. And I was like, what?
yeah.
Oh man. I'm
I
like,
mean, yeah.
nothing.
If you're
There's
trying to,
nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely nothing wrong with him at all. Heart, like just a really solid dog.
but I mean,
I just,
too. If he said he's out of it, that also, I mean, as you said, we got that also could mean I'm out of it because I ain't really got the time for the dogs no more neither. So
he's older. He's older, and like just some things. Like he wants to do some different things in life, and like
yeah.
he's been doing the dogs for a long time, and he's just like, hey, you know what I mean? I just don't, when you asked, when you asked for him, I figured that, you know what I mean? That he would either come back or he'd end up probably getting into a situation on your yard to where as though he went out working. And I was like, well, great, thanks. He's,
Yeah.
fuck.
And
Guess I'm
it
running.
could be a little bit more, especially earthwork could be a little bit more work than other hunting where like, okay, you might
Well,
have a dog that chase birds out the bush, you shoot them out the air, the dog collect it. Not saying
right.
it's the training or whatever is not the same, but as far as the physical work that you put in, you could be digging
No.
for 2, 3, 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing with my
In
dogs.
90-degree weather.
So here's what me and another guy talked about my dogs, right? And I mean, and I only have a handful of pups out there, okay? But every dog that I do have out there, I get good feedback on that the dogs are very versatile, okay? They can adapt to any type of hunting. My dogs, personal dogs, yes, I can get them out and they can. I know what dogs can adapt to what, but 90% of the dogs in my yard, they're searching to go to ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not out there running like. I'm not saying if they don't, if they come across a hog scent or something like that, they might not take flight. But 90% of the time we're out, man, they're scanning for they're hunting for earthwork. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or if they might locate wherever they locate, they're going. But like I said, their primary job is earth.
I mean, it makes sense. You got for the most part, you got Patterdales, and that's what you've been doing with them is earthwork. So
Hmm.
that makes perfect sense. I mean, but that's what we do. That's what we ask for. That's what we want.
Well, just okay. So in the same sentence, right? Throughout this conversation, me and this guy had, he said, "Hey," he said, "Do you think if I started posting on the internet, guys would give me a hard time about as much barn busting as I do?" I told him, I said, "Why would you care about that? Like you're posting on there just to show your hunts, you know what I mean, and like you show your
Yeah, people
quality of
gonna have
dog, the
something to
type of
say
dog that you
regardless.
run,
Right?
huh?"
I said people gonna have something to say regardless what you do,
Yeah.
especially on
Well,
the internet.
Well, he's an older dude that don't really like socialize with a lot of people. I guess like he doesn't really want to get it like a negative publicity or think like he's just one of them people that don't really fool with people. So he was like, I do browse a little bit, so I guess I'm a troll. And I started laughing. He was like, man, I want to post sometimes my dogs. He was like, but man, I just don't want guys talking shit to me. He was like about the way I hunt. He was like, because I'm not traditional no more. And I told him, I said, so what? Post what you want. I know guys, dogs that man that are shit barn dogs, but good in the ground. And then I know
Mm-hmm.
dogs that are good in the ground, but shitty barn dogs.
Yep. Yep.
And I'll tell you why they're shitty barn dogs. Because the sons of bitches that take off running out into the woods looking for a den. They're not looking for dogs up in the hay bales.
Like yeah.
That's roach right there. And rat.
Who?
Roach and rat. Ain't that a pair? I'm standing out front doing this thing with you, right? So people are riding by, I know, and I'm like, well, ain't that a pair to ride by?
Hey,
Mm,
it is what it is.
yeah, you ain't kidding.
It is
But
what it is.
no,
Let me
it's
ask you
like,
this though,
uh-huh.
and I might have asked you this before, but just because we talking any type of dog, not the Patterdale. Obviously, you like the Labrador Retriever. I know you like the bully. What's your
Oh,
favorite
I do
shepherd?
not like bullies.
Huh?
I don't like no bullies. Like those bully dogs, I don't
No, I
like
not
them.
not American
Oh,
bullies. I'm talking
oh,
about
oh.
bullies. I'm talking
Oh,
about
bulldogs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
bulldogs.
yeah, yeah.
Bulldogs. My fault.
Yeah,
My fault. Not yeah.
yeah.
I know we don't do the American bully thing. Respectfully for the people that do. I mean,
Yo, no
living like
respect to the
dogs. We
people that
love
do
all
like
dogs.
that style of dog. That's just
Yeah,
not my
yeah. I mean,
style
I
of
got
dog.
friends
Yeah,
that got them. This is living like dogs, so we love everything up from the small as the teacup chihuahua up to the Kango. You know what I mean? So
yeah, absolutely,
we
absolutely.
respect them, but I know as far as the hunting world, no, that's not that we're not even talking about those at all. But what's your favorite shepherd?
Shepherd.
Yeah, do you have a favorite shepherd? I was talking to my man's. He's about to go. He's about to he got a couple. He's out in North Carolina. My older brother's friend. He just got like 2-3 acres. He's about to get himself a nice
A
car.
nice guard shepherd, a
A
nice
nice
guard dog.
Caucasian. Yeah, he about to grab some, goats and stuff like that, but he about to get a Caucasian just where he could just leave it, just let it do its
Yeah.
thing type thing. And I said,
So
I mean, that's probably my I mean, the
So
Alibi
I
is probably
haven't.
my favorite shepherd, but
So I've never. Nevaeh was a good shepherd. Yeah, she was a good shepherd. So my girl at one point when I first met them, they had a white shepherd.
what was it?
And
Great Pyrenees.
no, it was a shepherd. So well, she was just a white. She was just a white German shepherd. She was
Oh,
a
white German shepherd. Okay.
yeah, and she was a good dog. Very protective. Very protective. You know what I mean? Um, but me personally, um, and I know you're going to laugh at me, right? But shepherds to me have always been trouble because it's always been a canine unit type of dog. You understand what I'm saying? And I just never been into those type of dogs because of the situations I've put myself in. And I'm always thinking like, man, a raggedy piece of shit. Like, but at the same time, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta give credit. I gotta give credit where credit is due because they have a job function and they function well.
But take
Okay.
away that because you're right. Where
Yeah.
and
Yeah. But
obviously
I've
where I'm
never.
from, it's the same way. The German Shepherd is
Yeah.
like that's like we
Yeah.
don't fuck
Like
with those because you
he's
know what I
part. They're
mean.
part. They're part of the blue light team.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So take away the German.
Okay.
I'm talking
So
about the big
so
the
if
Tibetan, the
I to
Caucasian,
be
the
on.
Alibi,
Okay, to be honest with you, right? If and
maybe
this
the
comes
Irish
from like
Wolfhound.
so I'm not I don't want to mistake in this shepherd, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to get a hold of Jarrett and Jeff because Jeff had I want to say it was a Dutch shepherd, right?
Huh?
He wasn't Malamore. He wasn't a Malamore. He was a I believe he was a Dutch shepherd. Okay. I want to lean more towards that. Um but he was so in shape and so so in tune to his job, bro, that
Okay.
when they did their demonstration for bite work, he was like the definition of what I pictured, like up close, personal. And I kind of I guess like you know how they say first impressions matter, like on a date or anything.
Uh-huh.
I think that first impression with him kind of set my tone for a shepherd. Like a
Okay.
shepherd has to be either his caliber or above, or I think they're just bred like shit.
I mean, yeah. If out here,
That's just how.
out here, the average.
That's from my personal protect.
No,
That's just from
I
my
mean,
personal thing. You know what I mean?
no, I mean, and I get that because I mean, let's keep it 100. A lot of the dogs in the USA, when they come to the USA, they get dumbed down. In the average shepherd, yeah, if you was probably to look up, I don't know, 10 kettles in the USA that's selling the Alibi, probably only 3 of them are actually
See,
really
and okay, let me ask you
like
this: and
doing
is that
like
and
working
is
and
that
watching
and you said the
flock
word?
and shit like that.
So you said the word alibi, right? Is that a
Mhm.
bloodline in German shepherds
No, Alibi's a Caucasian shepherd.
or Caucasian shepherd? Okay, so
Caucasian shepherd. South Asian. It's a Caucasian shepherd. No, I'm wrong. An alibi is a Caucasian shepherd is a whole different shepherd. An alibi is a Central Asian shepherd.
Central Asian shepherd.
Yeah, and another name for it is the alibi. The Caucasian shepherd is a whole nother shepherd. I'm getting.
Okay,
Don't get those
so
mixed. That's my
if you're
fault.
talking about, so here's just my thing, right? And this is why I lean to these dogs if I want to have a protection dog.
But
When
these
I'm
ain't
going,
protection dogs. They're protection dogs for the flock though. Not
yeah.
really. You know what I mean? You know
Oh,
they
so if you're talking about flock, if you're talking about a
yeah, I'm
flock
talking about
protection dog.
shepherds like dogs that like are in the mountains of
Oh
Turkey
yeah. So
protected
okay.
flocks. Of course they
So
could do they're big enough and strong enough to handle a
so
human or
for an American, for like a dogs that
not
I've
like a
seen up.
German shepherd, like a
So the
Caucasian,
dogs that I've
Tibetan,
seen up close and
Central
personal,
Asian.
the dog. If that motherfucker didn't have a tail, I swear that was motherfucking Charlie. I'd have to take that dog from that lady. Man, look, I gave a patterdale to my brother, right? And Charlie would like to get out and go hunt cats, alley cats. Well, around here you gotta watch shit like that because people will take them. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And because of what they look like, not because of what they know what they are. They're just like, wow, that's a badass dog, and they'll
And
keep them,
small.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
small little dog, easy to
yeah,
keep.
and these people are like, wow. So we found out where he was the first time. But then the second time, I think the same lady got him, but moved him to somewhere else so they wouldn't have to give him back, right? So
Trying
I
to hide
always
him.
be on.
Yep.
So I always be on my P's and Q's. Well, what's fucked up is in this town, right? If somebody sees you with one of those dogs, the first thing they would ask you is, "Hey, where'd you get that little black dog from, Tim?"
Yeah, because they're not. Yeah,
They're
they're
not.
not.
No, nobody sees them all the time. Like
Nope.
so, so, so then he got another one from me, and she got hit by a car chasing cats.
Fuck.
So I always be looking for Charlie, right? Because yo, he's actually bred so good that if I was to find him, I don't care what they've done to him. What as long as they haven't fixed him, I'm taking him. I don't care what. I don't care if a little kid's walking. I'm taking. He's mine. You like yo, you stole that dog anyway. So
I don't care for little kids
I'm
walking.
like, so people be like, yo, you're not playing. I say, hell nah, I'm taking that dog. Like it's my dog.
Excuse me.
So um, so, but like if you like the Great Pyrenees, bruh, I'm telling you, man, I've watched these two Great Pyrenees work out by my girl's mom and dad's house, right? They got like they live on like a ranch type area,
Yep.
bruh. These Great Pyrenees, the way they protect these goats, and then they got this fucking, it's a half blue healer, half like it's half healer, half shepherd, I think, right? But it's black and tan, and bruh, I'm telling you, these three dogs work coyotes in the middle of this fucking pasture that's like huge, huge, right? You can watch them work and the way they hunt like lions. It's like, and but they also have two, they are also, then the
Eli.
neighbor has some ridgebacks.
African Ridgebacks. Yep.
Yeah, yo, those dogs are badass too.
Hell yeah. I got an uncle that used to have a whole. He don't have them no more, but when I was younger, he used to have a couple of them. So
Like,
I looked about the African Ridgeback kind of young.
well, if I was to
Jamie
like
Park
really,
said he liked the Fila. That's a
oh, the feelers are
Brazilian.
good.
Yeah, that's a
Feelers are good.
Brazilian dog, right? I think that's not a shepherd though. I don't think that's a mastiff. But
Master, I think feelers are masters.
yeah, but
I
he
think
said, like he said all around family and guard farm. And yeah, they could do it, yeah, they could do a little bit of all. Shepherds, as far as like the Central Asian, they could do it all too, but they definitely don't like to be
they are people aggressive.
they definitely don't like to be indoors as much too.
No,
Shepherds,
they want to live with the flock.
yeah, you can
They
feed
want to
this
live with the flock.
there's shepherds that come home and eat, you see them, the owner see them Monday, feed them, and then don't see
Okay,
them again until Friday. You know what I mean?
right,
Same thing with the
exactly.
great Pyrenees do that too
And
though.
hey, yo, but you know what's crazy?
A lot of the
Those dogs,
shepherds do that though. A
but
lot of
those
shepherd
dogs,
dogs do that.
but those dogs have to like, yo, you have to
Masters a
ask
little different.
permission. You have to ask the dog as a handler permission to handle any of those baby goats. You can't just go up there grabbing them motherfuckers, man. Them dogs will tear your ass up over those goats
Nah,
or those
I
sheep.
mean it all depends. You're right. I mean, right. It depends
I
how
watched a
much you
video.
interact. Yeah,
I
it
watched,
depends how
hey,
much you
yo,
interact
listen,
with the
I
flock and
watched,
the
hey,
dogs.
I watched this goat herder over in fucking Pakistan have one of them big ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They had the big spike collars on everything. Hey,
Yeah,
yo, even with food, that motherfucker was cautious approaching that big motherfucker
yeah,
dog
that was
because they
probably
had,
a Kango.
hey, man, that motherfucker had that baby goat like right there near his chest, laying there
Oh
protecting it.
yeah,
Hey, bro, that motherfucking, hey, that Pakistani motherfucker dog or whatever he was, Afghan, some kind of stand. His ass asked permission before he touched that fucking goat.
yeah. I mean,
Straight
in
up.
places like that, sometimes they don't like. Again, like I said, it depends. It depends how much you interact with the flock and that dog when they're young. In places like where you're talking about, they don't interact with. There's not a lot of interaction with the flock, them and the dog. They just feed the dogs and the dogs watch the flock. So, like you
Yup,
said, so
exactly.
getting close to the flock, even they gotta watch their shit. You
Hell yeah, them
know
don't
what I
fucking
mean?
big ass dogs that tear their asses up.
Yeah, yeah. Cause
But
them
now,
dogs be damn near half wild.
yeah, they're feral. So, so here's my thing, right? You was asking me, you like with that question, right? What kind of my favorite shepherd? I don't really have a favorite shepherd. If it
Mhm.
was to be one, I guess it would be those Dutch shepherds, right? Because that's what I initially seen working. And he might not have been a Dutch shepherd, but I know he's something of that nature. I'm gonna ask just to make sure. But If I was to get a guard dog for like just my kids and my house and my girl, right? Yo, I'd go to a motherfucking well-bred fucking Doberman Pinscher. Like seriously fucking genetically all the way down to like I'd probably go to Germany, right, for the dog and have it imported, right? Because I want some of the closest genetics to the breeding programs that the Germans had,
Yeah.
because those dogs were strictly designed and bred to kill fucking human
Well,
beings.
Doberman, if I'm not mistaken,
They were designed to
they're
kill
the
human
only,
beings.
yeah, they're the only dog. Other dogs was designed and bred to do
Working
something
functions.
else, and
Working
people
but
switched it into something else. And
yes,
people like, you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
Like you could
But
take,
Doberman
obviously you could take a pit bull, you could take shit, you could take a
keep on, bro. Please.
Great Dane, you could take whatever it is.
And you
You could
can
take
make
a million
anything a
dog, you
war
could
dog.
take a million different dogs and make them like guard
Listen,
your
you
house
can
dogs.
no, you can make anything a war dog. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? By just taking it in the battle,
Exactly,
and
exactly.
the dog is gonna protect whoever it's following. Do you understand what I'm saying? By loyalty.
But the
The
only
Doberman Pinscher was
the yeah, the
designed and bred specifically to
exactly.
kill humans.
Exactly. The Doberman Pinscher is the only dog, if I'm not mistaken, that was designed and bred
Strictly bred to kill
strictly
humans.
to exactly, yeah.
So when we were growing up,
Original
my,
Purpose Dogs. Appreciate you for coming through. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. We're just here talking dogs here on the Live Your Life Dogs YouTube channel. And you said Rhodesian Ridgeback.
yeah,
Hey, we
those are
love
good
those
dogs.
too. And are you talking about as far as for the house, the flock? I'm
So
guessing the
so
house.
okay, so the Ridgebacks that I have experience with, right? There's three of them. There's two females and a male, right? And they live on a horse farm. And this horse farm, um, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just huge. Okay. Well, the house, the top deck sits out, but it kind of like levels out, like it rounds off. Well, the dogs sit on the outside porch. And then there's this little shorty Russell, right? He's a shorty Jack Russell. And what he does is he runs the tree lines and flushes, or what he'll do is he'll bolt from a coyote and he'll get him out to where as though he's like a decoy dog. But this is just all natural. The owner owns and works at this feed shop around here, right?
Uh,
And he was like, we were just recently out there to his grandson's birthday, and we
Rhodesian
watched this
Ridgeback
happen.
got some good noses.
All of a sudden, man, that shorty started barking, right? But he was way out in the distance, and he's in a tree line that had it was like it's a windbreak line, and the horses started looking up. Well, out of nowhere, something went across the field. Hey, bro, those two female Ridgebacks got up off of there, and they identified where it was, and they took off. I mean, yo, I swear, if it wasn't, we weren't in America, and those dogs weren't dogs, I swear we were watching fucking lions hunt. So
Well, Rhodesian Ridgebacks was bred to track was
and hunt
in
lion,
Africa was bred to track large game, not just yeah,
yes,
and then hold that whatever that large game is. A lot of time it was lion
until the hunter
and
gets
hold it
there.
at bay. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
check this out.
So then
So
they
check,
got their noses. That's a lot of things.
hey,
One thing that people don't know about a lot of people don't know about the Rhodesian Ridgeback is
hey,
that their
if I
noses
knew how to share
they
this
got
video,
great noses.
if I knew how to share this video with you, right, I would share it with you, right? Yo, these two females took off. It was a coyote. They took off. Pew, pew. Yo, they went through the one fence, right? The
Mhm.
horses, as soon as they got near the horses broke. They never lost attention. These two hit the motherfucking fence. Poof, poof. Yo, they got that coyote down and draw, right? And circled it and didn't attack it. But yo, the male came out of nowhere and got down there, caught up to the action. Bruh, man, when he got there, bro, he didn't ask no questions. He knew what the job was. The females had it conveyed, and the male was there to put it down. Bruh, he
Cage.
hit this thing, and it just started ragging that motherfucker like he was like on one of his toys, like he was on a flirt pole. Bruh, he broke that coyote up. So
Yeah.
we went down there, we checked it out. He was like, "You want it?" I said, "Oh no, I don't want that." I was like, "Shit, they got to skin that out. It's 100 degrees out here. I don't want that thing." and it was just amazing the way they worked. I was like, yo, there's no way that they work like that. And he was like, yeah, that's the way they were bred. And I was like, wow. But through my research, right? Yo, to get working stock like that is hard to find in America because
Hell yeah.
a lot of people got them, right? And they didn't breed them for what they're bred to do. They bred them for like show quality and structure, right? So when you do get them from somebody that works them, they really don't want to get rid of them. They really import them just for what they do.
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs in other countries, Afghanistan, Brazil, Turkey, that they don't even if one gets out here like someone like snuck it through type shit, they don't even let them out the country.
Nah, like
You
okay,
know what I mean?
look,
They got a
I know
lot
they
of
say
little
this.
little
I
mastiffs and shit in Afghanistan and other countries
well,
that they've
they
been like
breed.
breeding out there, even if they're
Well,
like
think about what they do. Think about what we
months.
do here,
They've
right?
been breeding
Think
them out
about the
there for
crosses we
years.
have. Think about the crosses we make, right? That other people out there doing for their needs. Think about their needs. They're probably building something that's good for the sand. They're building something that's good and adaptable for their weather,
Oh,
their
that's why they have
conditions.
a lot of big mass. They have a whole bunch of big, ugly ass
Long
mastiffs
dogs
that,
that are
yeah,
built with,
long,
and
big, that could
they always add
withstand any
Saluki,
weather and shit.
and
Yeah.
they'll always add Saluki
Yep.
for that endurance.
They'll add that too. But yeah, there's a lot of dogs where they just don't let them. They don't let them touch the USA. Really, they kind of keep them to
Nah.
themselves type shit.
Well, that's like okay. Um, I've been trying to get with my guy, right? And I was like, man, I was even thinking about like, yo, if I'm able to, um, I would probably get rid of all my dogs just to get two of his dogs. And they're not even these dogs are crossed, right? And they're literally like their noses are excellent. Like they win hogs from like man, it's unbelievable. And they're mutts. They're black mouth curs crossed with game dogs.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Like, but right now they would suit my need. Like I can get out and hunt them everywhere. Like I'm not like I'm
I
not
mean,
seasonal.
lurchers are mutts for the most part, but they're very popular right now, and they go to work.
Well, that's because they're if you get them from the right people, they're bred the right way. They
Yep.
got the
Yep.
right
Yep.
type. They got the right type of running dog, game running dogs in them. They're hot bloods, not cold bloods, or what it might be different. It might be different. I mean, I always get that shit mixed up with running dogs. One's hot blood, one's cold blood. You add one there for speed and race, and boy, my
Yeah,
boy used to
sight,
break it down
sound.
to me like crazy.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah.
You
It
know, I
gets
deal with.
deep.
I got good guys that could teach me about those. And I've had good running dogs really land in my lap, bro. I mean, dogs that most guys would like bend over backwards to get a hold of, and they've just been given to me. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
Um, and when I wasn't able to when I wasn't able to give them the proper time and energy that they needed, I passed them on to guys that could, and I didn't ask for money for them. I didn't say, hey, I house these dogs for this long and this and that. No, I all I asked was for them to be worked, to be given a good chance and a good home. And after that, just hey, if they go out working, then hey, it was meant to be. If they don't, then hey, if I ever wouldn't get into running dogs, I just like to get a pup. And they were like, you know, most guys are like, hell yeah, man, I got you. If they stick to their word, they stick to their word. If I don't ever get into it and they don't ever stick to their word, fine too. I didn't really expect anything back. It wasn't like, you know, strings attached.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's how it worked, man. You know what I mean? Like like my man, he's like, yo, what do you want for cricket? I don't want anything for cricket. I just need all I want for cricket is her be is left alone, not worked, because it's not fair for her to take a chance of getting her other eye. You know what I mean? Taking her other eye from her.
Yep, yep.
Like, you know,
Going
and
completely blind.
yeah, I don't want her. That's not fair to her. You know what I mean? So, she's put her work in. She's earned her place. You know, and
Hmm.
if somebody don't want her, right? Like if one of my boys don't want her to use her as a brood bitch, then guess what? She can stay on my yard, and the next time she goes in the heat, I'll just breed the bitch.
And do it. I about to
You know what I
say,
mean?
and you just do your thing with her.
Yeah, it don't make no difference to me. The only thing is, it just takes up a kennel spot I could have a working dog in.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So now I just got two brood bitches that have seriously earned their keep, right? But it kills me because every time I go out, they're like the first ones at the kennels or at the chain spot, tied up. Like, hey, I'm ready to work. Nah, sorry, baby. Like, you've been an injury sidelined you. Like, can't do that. You know, I could, but is that humane? Nah, that's not. That's ignorance. That's me showing ignorance.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know. Plus, I got other terriers I can work. Like, if I really wanted to, I could go over to the yard where I got some other terriers and go pick one of them up or something. But they're not necessarily mine. They're I have they're mine, but they're partnered with somebody. So I always like to involve them also when I go out with those dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So see, people think I'm ignorant, right? But I'm not ignorant. I'm courteous. I'm just hard to get along with when I don't like some bullshit.
Yeah, that's how it goes
That's
sometimes.
how life goes, man. And that's
Yeah.
why I get along with certain people, and I like those type of people. Actually, I like everybody until I find out what I don't like. And I hope
What's up,
people like
y'all?
you know.
Daniel Porter 2661. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for coming through. We just here talking dogs. You got any
Oh, I do. Hey,
questions?
since we on here, right? Since we
Got
on
any
here, I know we
issues
have
with
a.
your dog?
I know we have a good audience, right? Look, for all the people that hit me up asking about pups, right? Please, man, please listen to me. I do not respond to a lot of messages because I have been overwhelmed with puppy messages, right? Look, guys, if I have extra pups, I promise you, man. Look, if I got guys that can't take them because they just have they're like dog tight right now.
And these are
I
Patterdale pups, right?
they'll be my paradigms. I promise I will post them and I will let certain guys know. I just will not respond to somebody I can't like. So if I can't call like you, or like if I had to reach out to Biggs, or if I had to reach out to God knows who, right? To say, hey, do you think this person is gonna work this dog, or they just want it because of where it's coming from and where they're gonna do with it? You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna sell the dogs to anybody, but I'm also not gonna charge you an arm and a leg neither. You know what I mean? I don't do shit like that. And anybody that's got a pup from me can tell you that. More than likely, I gave the damn dog to him.
Yeah. Hey, made
You know,
that
I think I've only sold two. How many pups have I ever sold? Two. I think I've really only sold two pups, and that ain't no bullshit. And I felt bad for doing that. I needed the gas money to get across country.
We got
No, I'm not
Daniel Porter
bullshitting.
2661. He said, Who who is all talking tonight? I'm a Texas guy. I don't know shit about digging. We all above ground around here, little armadillo work, but got my first underground collar, so I'm ready. Also running Jag. So did you get your you got your first underground collar? I'm guessing it's a Bell and Flint. Are you working with Patterdale, or you said also running Jag? So do you have a Patterdale when you're also running Jag? Daniel Porter. And appreciate you for coming through. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And we're here talking dogs. We just came through to talk dogs real on this lovely Monday night. And Wednesdays we dedicate that to the Patterdale Terrier. But again, we're here to talk dogs on this lovely Monday night. So yeah, anything we want to talk about. But yeah, do you have a Patterdale that you're getting to do some earthwork, about to do some earthwork with, or also running YAG? You're muted on your end, Tim. Just YAG Terry, but I'm here to learn. Yeah, I mean, first thing give me one sec. You're muted, Tim, on your end. One sec.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you again. But
Okay.
yeah, the first
Oh,
thing I
what's
was
going
saying
on?
is I would ask you really, because the Yag's a little bigger. Is how old is your Yag, and
Oh, you got
yeah,
God
how much is
Terriers.
he weigh? Yeah, he said he got his first underground call. I'm guessing it's a Bell and Flint, and he's trying to do some, earthwork. But he got a Yag, so the
Where
first thing
at,
he
where at in Texas is he?
is how old is your Yag and how much does it weigh? Because when it comes to the earthwork, got to be, especially if it's the groundhog, it got to be,
Well, I
like
mean,
we all
in Texas, he
said on
don't got
here.
no groundhogs. So in
Yeah,
Texas, he's gonna be working more. He'll like depending on where in Texas. I'm not gonna speak for all of Texas because I haven't worked all of Texas, but
yeah.
a lot of it you're gonna have like occasional badger. You have a lot of coyote. Have a lot of raccoon,
Oh yeah, yeah. But
armadillo.
I don't know if he's
You
trying
know
to. I don't know
now
if he's trying to
earthwork there.
travel and hunt.
Earth
You know what I mean?
earthwork there. I don't see earthwork being there. I don't like Texas. Like it's kind of up and down with
No, that's what he
earthwork.
said. He said there's not a lot of underground work where he's at, but there's armadillo here and there. I mean, so obviously if you're trying to do a lot of earthwork, you're probably gonna have to travel a little. So you said your Yag's 2 years old, 16 pounds, 18 pounds. Yeah,
Oh, that's a
that's
nice sized dog. That's not bad, dog. Not for out here out west.
no. It depends. I'm about to say not for coon and
Not for
stuff
where
like
we're at.
that.
Not for not where we're at. That's a good sized dog.
For
Like he said, what
groundhog,
he said 16 pounds, right?
yeah, 16 to 18, I guess. But for groundhog, that's kind of big. I mean, I
Well,
don't know. Maybe
yeah,
where
for
you're at,
ground.
Tim,
I
I don't
mean,
know if they got big ass sets, but
yeah, he's got more than likely he's got big. I mean, you're dealing with bigger animals there too. You want a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit bigger
So,
dog. You know what I mean? He might
so
come up, he might go send that dog down the ground. That dog might come across a coyote den. You need a little bigger dog to get with the shit. Can't send a 13-pound dog, get the 20-pound
no, but
coyote.
he said he got the collar. So, yeah,
My
yeah. I mean,
blind ass
obviously,
is
you can
low.
still do some artwork, but you're just gonna have to find bigger sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For stuff like coon and stuff like that. A lot of groundhog. 90% of your groundhog sets are probably gonna be your dog's probably gonna be a little big for, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Shit.
mostly raccoon.
Where
Gray
in
fox.
Texas are you located?
He says central.
Central Texas? Well, I mean Central Texas. Where's Central Texas? Like Lubbock, Amarillo. You talking about Dallas? You talking about what's central?
Austin.
Austin. Okay, there we go. More specific. Um, shit, Austin. What's Austin? Like 9 hours from us, I think.
Yeah, but he
I'm
said
saying if you ever want,
they mostly
like, if you
got
ever want to just go,
raccoon.
if you ever, I'm saying if you ever want to go out and get out, like what I mean, travel a little bit, and you want to get out and hunt and do some earthwork, I'm saying we can make it a weekend thing. You know what I mean? We'd always shoot messages back and forth and kind of correlate everything. I got good guys that work dogs in Texas. Um, or you can come to New Mexico, or we can meet halfway. I could always set something up in Oklahoma to where everybody gets out and has fun. I know guys all over.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. If he's willing to travel, stuff like that.
Yeah, like really, really, that's
He
the way
said
to
it's
do it,
mostly
though.
raccoon, gray fox, and armadillo where he's at.
Yup, gray fox. I figured red or gray. He probably has swift too. He just don't see them as much because they're low. They work at night, and he can catch them in the ground during the day. And that dog's perfect for those.
Jamie Park said any dog night, Wookiees in general.
What'd he say?
Any dog night, Wookiees in general. Wookiees. What he said? I said Wookiees in general. I'm
Yeah, I
looking
know.
at.
I was like, hey,
I'm
man,
looking
listen,
at two different things. Any dog night, Wookiees, gentlemen. I'm looking
hey,
at two
yo,
different things.
man, look, I ain't gonna lie, right? We be out, and my son, right? We be talking about Mr. Park's Wookiees, right? So every time we're out, and I was like, yo,
So
like
he's going up.
somehow,
He's going to Oklahoma in October.
okay,
For a competition. He said for a completion, but I'm guessing he
for
meant.
what?
He said for I'm hitting Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma completion in October.
Fishing in October, so he must be hitting. He must be going to some lakes.
No, not
Or maybe
fishing.
the river. Maybe the river. Not sure. I think
Not
there's a. I
not
think.
not not fishing. Completion.
Huh?
Competition. Yeah, that's what I thought he meant. Competition.
Oh,
So
what
he's
kind of
going to
competition?
he's hitting an Oklahoma competition in October.
A terrier trial?
Yeah. I mean, I'm Daniel Porter
Yeah.
2661. What is it? Terrier trial, hunting competition. Obviously, it's not a confirmation show because you said competition. So, was it
Right.
box trial, terrier trial?
Shit. Maybe that. I mean, I think I know what that. I think I may know what he's talking about. I think that I'm on that site. I
Terrier
think
only.
there's a. I think there's a. I think there's a good group of guys that post on another site that have organized the hunt that's over there over in Oklahoma. Supposed to be a fun thing. I'm thinking about going to it.
Yeah. So he's hitting it up.
Hold on
That
one
should
second,
be
please.
fun. But
Yeah, hold this.
that's probably more like the box trial. I don't know. I don't know if it's real actual live hunting. But respect to it all. I'm more asking you than telling you. Is it okay? Yeah, Perry Pumpernickel is the dude, and Daniel Peck. Okay, they're the ones who put it together. And is it like box trial? Whatever you like to call it. Some people call it different, whole different. Everyone got their different slang and stuff.
Game systems.
Can you think? I don't know. You can't post pics in the comments. Find us on Facebook or
I'm
IG.
on Facebook. I'm
Live Your
saying,
Life
I'm
Dogs
on
on
Facebook.
Facebook
I got
or
no
IG.
problems with.
You
I
can,
ain't got no
you can,
problems with talking to nobody.
yeah. And I could get it to Tim, but he's on Facebook too. But yeah, if you send it to Live Your Life Dogs on IG or Facebook, yeah, I'll send it right over to Tim Porter 2661. Appreciate that. Shouldn't be hard to find. It's the same way Live Your Life Dogs on IG. It's Live Your Life Dogs on Facebook. So shouldn't be hard to find if we're not already following each other or friends on there. But yeah.
Yeah, they got some
That
good.
would be your best bet is to get out with some hunters and
Just really get like some experience with that locator. You know what I mean? Like have some guys with you that been out there doing it, and just it's not really a hard thing to do, but a lot of guys. I don't know what locator you got, what box or whatever. Some of them can switch over to feet. Just always remember those things mostly read in meters. So don't think when it's 3 meters that you know what I mean, it's 3 feet. Not like I've seen people like really hit their dog really good on the head with that shovel. Um, you gotta break it all down, do the math on everything. Um, so it's always nice to go out with somebody that's really done it, you know what I mean, be able to show you a little and be hey, you know what I mean? Or if your unit switches over to feet, that's nice too.
uh-huh.
Dude, what box do you use? Wood?
Me?
Yeah,
Box for what?
your locator.
Oh, I got the peeps.
So you use a peeps, what peeps? The yellow and green one, the black and gray, which one?
Mine is yellow and gray. Give me a sec. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Mine
So
is
you
yellow
have a,
and gray though.
so you have a newer model of the one I got. I don't think they switched
Possibly.
it over yet. My nose is fucking
Possibly.
stuffy.
So this is the flyer he's talking about in October.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's in Oklahoma. Yeah, leave the lurchers at home. That's good. I like that. Excuse me. Man, that jerk. Yeah, that chest jerker. Uh,
Yeah, so that's
Like,
the
yo,
flag. Oh, this is the matter of fact. Let me see. Share screen. Can y'all see that? That's the one I got. Matter of fact, right there.
that's the one you got.
That's the one I got. This one right here, yellow.
How many collars can that locate at one time?
Um, I mean, I've been
You
out
have a
when.
flag? You have a flag on that?
Yeah. I've been out. I've been out when it picked up. When it picked up like 4. You know what I mean?
4 collars? Really?
Yeah. You see the flag
See,
right
mine's
there?
only set. And you know who taught me? Hey, this is some crazy shit. You know who taught me that?
Who?
Calvin. We were out
Okay.
one day. When he was out here, he was like, "Yo," he was like, "What box you using?" So I told him, and I was like, he's like, "Hey, yo, you ever use this flag?" And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "I don't even know what that's for." I was like, to be honest with you,
A
I don't even
Peeps
know.
Mini. He said he
Yeah,
used.
people.
Daniel Porter said, "Okay, a Peeps Mini and a Flint collar." Yeah, that's what we all use. Flint collar, and then I use this Peeps right here.
See,
Trish W Dogs,
The Peep
appreciate you for
Sports.
coming through. Hold on, Trish W Dogs, appreciate you for coming through. I'm not sure if you've been here with us before, locked in with Living Life Dogs, but like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, please, and thank you. It's always love. It's always good vibes in here. But
I
yes,
don't really know. I don't really know how many my box could hold, right? But I do know Calvin showed me how to use that. I mean, it's been years now that he's been out here, so I'm saying like that was a long time, and it shocked me, right? Because I was like, "What do you mean you can locate more than one collar?" And he was like, "Yeah, you pin it, hit your flag, and it like shows, and then you can relocate another collar." I usually don't work 2 dogs to ground like that, but if it happens, that was nice to see that it had that option where I could probably which one's closer, who can I get to faster, you know what I mean? Like that was kind of tight, and I never learned nothing like that until then. I be honest with you, I kind of just worried about the one dog. Like if one was there, I knew the other one was close.
yeah, and I only knew that because we had to like shut them off and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
yeah, yeah,
shut
yeah.
eat one off or shut the collar off, or you know what I mean. But on this one,
I wish
yeah,
they so.
I
I
think it
wish they
picks up
still made
4,
that the
definitely
bends.
3, definitely 3. I might be forcing it with the 4, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I've been out before when this picked up 4, but just definitely 3. But yeah, it works all right. It works fine. It works, you know. And then we got between all of us when we're out there that there's probably about 3, 4 different types of peeps. Like you said, there's someone always got the yellow and green one. You know what I
Well,
mean?
so when I'm working dogs, this is how I do it, right? So I always put 2 stakes out, my shovel and then a turnout stake, right?
Uh-huh.
When I grab the dogs out the boxes, automatically magnet the collar, make sure it green lights 3 times before I turn them off onto the lead, right? I make sure all the collars are. Then I hit the box, make sure that collar's locating. Then I turn it off. I put that dog out. I do the next one, right? I turn it on, make sure if it's locating one, it's gonna locate that other one. So then I just turn my box off, right? And I cast them. So my dogs kind of have something. It's like Ginger got it from Spade, and then she's taught it to every other dog. It's like when they locate, if they look like they look around real quick to see if I see that, and then all of a sudden they're gone. But they bark, right? They'll start barking as they go down the hole. So I kind of have an idea where they're at. So then I get to them, and I just I turn that collar on.
Yep.
So whatever dog I can get to, I snatch them up, put them on lead, stake them out, and I turn their collar off. And then that's when now if I gotta send that dog in, right? Like say I get to the dog that's working and it's busted up or anything bad, and I'm like, okay, like it's damaged to the point where like, yo, I gotta get it out of there. You know what I mean? What I'll do is if it's still on the quarry, I'll somehow or another I'll break it off and I'll send the other dog in, but I'll turn the collar on first and I'll
Mhm.
send it in. You know what I mean? But most of the time, if I'm out there working like that, I only got one dog with me anyway.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and definitely when they start going underground, you don't want a whole bunch of dogs underground with, as you know, we send one in. whole bunch of collars going off and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep, beep. It's like a fucking metal detector.
Shit. So yeah, these,
Yeah.
let me take this down. Couple peeps.
Yeah, if I was to do
That
any type
event in
of dog outside of
October.
Patterdale's though, and like a hunting dog, like outside of a hunting dog, it would be a Doberman.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not just talking about any run of the mill Doberman either.
Yeah, I mean, I like
I don't
Doberman.
care.
I
don't want
to
no
be honest,
chocolate.
there's a lot of dogs I would get before I got a Doberman. You know what I mean? I would get I would definitely get an Alibi, definitely get like a Bora Bull.
Oh,
Is that,
now, like if I had property, right, and I had property that I could let them like run. My dream has always been like two huge, and I'm talking about war dog type fucking Great Danes or Borbals, right,
yeah.
to where they just run the property, like that's their job. Like you just protect this property. That's it. But those are dogs that needed like you can't just have like an acre. That ain't no
No,
fucking
hell no.
property.
Yeah,
Man, you
nah.
need like 5 to 25, 30 acres, if
Yeah,
not more.
you
Like you
definitely
need
need some.
this shit can protect this shit. Like it feels like it's in a
Yeah,
kingdom.
yeah, yeah.
You know, your driveway's almost a mile long.
I like the Bernese Mountain Dog. I mean, yeah, the Bernese Mountain Dog.
The Pyrenees, the Great Pyrenees.
Nah,
No, what do you say?
not the
What is
Great
it?
Pyrenees. It's like the what's it? Pyrenees.
Py-
Let me see if I can pull it.
Pyrenees.
Hold on.
I can't see shit.
No, I'm about to pull it up right now. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I like those.
Oh yeah. Those are water dogs, aren't they?
Nah.
Nah.
Let's see.
Man,
It's
ain't
called
that the same?
Perfected Breed, originally bred to work livestock guardians. They're like
Livestock.
shepherds.
Okay.
They're like shepherds.
Okay.
Yeah. I like those.
They're thick bone dogs.
Hell yeah. They were carton dogs. Yep, Trish is correct. They were definitely carton dogs, like the what's that dog in Beethoven?
Oh,
Saint
Saint
Bernard.
Bernards.
Yeah, Saint Bernards and shit. Carton
Saint
dogs.
Bernard's a good working dog too.
Pulling wagons and Saint Bernards were bred to like find people in the snow and shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that always be carrying that medicine little thing around his neck, that barrel.
Yep. Yeah, because I think they were originally bred to find people, and then people, because they're so strong, people started using them to pull like wagons and shit.
So where did they come from originally? In Switzerland, right? It's like somewhere around the Alps.
With the Saint Bernard?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know.
Man, my nose is fucking stuffy. What the fuck? This is fucking horrible.
Yeah, they're from Switzerland.
Switzerland, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, those dogs are
Big boots on.
big ass dogs. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of dogs I like, and I would, I like the Doberman, but yeah, there's a good amount of dogs I would get before me personally. I would get before a
You
Doberman.
can't just like look, right? People that just own a dog outside of what the dog's function really is, right? Shouldn't own that dog because more than likely they've got a dog that needs a lot of responsibility and a certain amount of attention, and it needs to be. It's been bred and designed to do something, and they're not doing it. They're just letting it sit around the house,
Yeah.
either barking at people that come through the door, out the window, or its ass is put out back all day, right? And it lays on the porch and has no structure. So that's a dog that's dangerous because eventually it's gonna bite somebody. But like, okay, and Woods, I don't know how old you are, but look, check this out. Another reason I like Dobermans is because yo, that show Magnum PI, yo, the old head, right? There was the groundskeeper had these two
I never watched that show, but
dog. He had these two Dobermans. They were trained like with that shit train shit. Dog, they were on point, and he was a groundskeeper, but he was mean. So his dogs was on point. Boy, them motherfuckers. Hey, you always said to myself, yo, I was having two guard dogs. That's what I want right there. Like same style.
the people I know who had Dobermans because of fucking Snoop Dogg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like my
Yeah,
uncle
there's big,
used
long,
to
lanky
have them.
motherfuckers with the big paws.
Yeah, they had Rottweilers and Dobermans because
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Snoop
That's
Dogg
what.
made them both even harder.
Hey, yo,
So
those Rottweilers, I can't stand a Rottweiler, dog.
yeah,
I promise you that.
my
Yeah, I
cousin
can't.
got a couple of them. Shits as big as shit.
Man, yo, look.
Everyone wants the Malinois, man. Them shits is. Whew,
Hey,
the amount of
if you-
amount of time it takes to deal with a Malinois shit, you could have
Hey.
3 Dobermans.
A Malinois, hey, bro, that's a special type of dog. You gotta have special type of time for it.
Go get some.
Cause they'll outthink you. You listen. Next thing you'll be walking on a leash, and the dog be walking you.
Yeah,
They think
Yeah.
they're like, hey, dog. They were.
I love
They
them.
were
I would
genetic-
definitely get a Malinois. I just know I gotta for the next 6
Man,
months.
shit.
I gotta.
You know why I
focus on
could?
this
You know why?
training.
You know why I couldn't get a Malinois? Cause I don't got the money for the type of Malinois I want. Where it's got to come from to get it.
Danielle Porter said Rotties are the only dog I'm truly scared of. Yeah, and when them shits get big, they're scary. Something about them. You ain't lying. My cousin,
Nah, man. Yo, man, I've had Roddies. Like now, I'm not gonna say the one we didn't have.
Trish said she got
right?
5 Malinois.
Oh, that's I know. Oh my god, that's like fucking. She has a whole house full of raptors, like those predator raptors. You know what I'm talking about? Velociraptors. But
Yeah,
she got
exactly.
canine.
She
She
said
got
that
canine velociraptors.
And honestly, she's not the first person I heard say this too. And
Nah. I've seen
No,
people.
but she said they're easy compared to my terriers, and she's
Oh,
not
I
the first
bet,
person.
I
If you get
bet.
them from a good bloodline where
They're
they
structured.
got brains, and you put them to work and you train them. A lot of people, she's not. It's funny because Malinois are getting, terriers. There's so many different terriers that is always hot in the game. Period. But Malinois are very hot right now. But me being on this live, our live and other lives, a lot of people have been saying that their terriers are more of a headache than and just definitely the Yag Terrier. But even small terriers,
Yard
you know what I
terriers,
mean?
man, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are spinning a cage like those like dirt bike riders in those
A lot-
death balls.
She's probably like, I'm not gonna lie,
She's not
probably
here. Stop yelling.
in about in
wrong
the
with
last
your ass?
2 months, she's probably the 8th person I heard say that her Malinois is a lot easier compared to their terriers or just other dogs in general.
Hey, yo, you know what's an easy keep? And I know she gets a little bullheaded once in a while, right? Because she likes to get out and play her ball. But yo, my bull terrier, I don't know if they're all like that, but she's easy keep, dog. Like, yo, she's not rowdy. She
So
only
say
guard,
this
like she
kid's
only
nice
barks if
and
somebody
like
like
your
not belongs there. But other than that, but they also a lot of guys say, yo, they ask me where I got my bull terrier, right? Because they be like, hey, yo, your bull terrier don't look like other bull terriers. Like, I said, yeah, but I also don't let the motherfucker sit in the house and eat and shit like that. I work the motherfucker. I play with it. Like, she's always constantly doing something. And they're like, I was like, but then they asked me, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to tell anybody where I got her from because I don't know if, like, he really wants to, like, he breeds them for protection.
Trish got she just must be just with it with them dogs. She said my terriers wake up and choose violence. 261 said, dude, my freaking Yag on what?
What did
Now,
it say? My
she's saying-
Yag on what?
She's saying Yags are easy. She's the first person I ever heard say Yags are easy.
No, I don't know what, man. Her Yags must be, man. She must give him melatonin.
Yeah, she must just have a way with dogs because she said
She's a whisperer.
Yag,
She's a
yeah,
whisperer.
Yags are easy. She got what? 5 Malinois.
Hey yo, this dude gave me a yard puppy one time, right? And begged me to take it, right? I said, okay, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Bruh, a week into having this dog, I called him up and said, yo, you either come get this dog or I'm just gonna like get rid of it for real. And he was like, huh? I said, man, it doesn't shut up. It barks 24 hours a day, man. I never heard a dog do this. I was hoping I prayed that the dog would break its vocal cords.
With the Yag?
Yeah, it wouldn't shut up. I had to get that dog out of here, man. It was driving me up the wall.
Yeah, a lot of
Not
people
one
said.
day,
So
not
she
one
said her
neighbor
Jack
complained.
Russell Terrier. Her Jack
What?
Russell Terrier is more of a headache than
They yap. Those are yapping
yeah.
motherfuckers.
She said that those are her hardest dogs to deal with, I guess.
Oh, she must be a dog trainer.
Trish, you would send me my Yags back. They're wild as fuck. She said,
Yo.
so Trish also has 5 Yags. And they're much more biddable compared to my working line. So as far as what Trish got, her JRTs, Jack Russell Terriers, for those who don't know what that is, are her biggest problem.
I bet. And her
Greg,
dog
what's
aggressive.
up, my brother? Appreciate you coming through. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, like always.
So yo, look, right? Back
She
when
doesn't train anymore. She just hunts. Well,
look, right? When I was younger, right?
Hunters here.
In 2002, I had this little Jack Russell.
Most of it.
Right? I called him JoJo because I got him from a guy and we were watching JoJo Dancer. You remember that movie, JoJo Dancer? With Richard Pryor?
Nah.
Oh, man. What's wrong with you, Woods? You better catch up. These is old school fundamental movies. You need to watch these.
I don't know. They might be a little bit too old school for me, a little older than me, I guess.
Man, JoJo Dancer, man, you gotta watch that shit. It's comical. So I named this fucking Jack Russell that shit, right? Hey, yo, man, that was the meanest Jack Russell I ever seen in my life. It would stand at the top of my basement steps, right? And like crouch down and bark and show his teeth, right, as you walked up. So you just knew when you were eye level, this little motherfucker would jump off the steps and bite you in the face, right? So I used to whack him with a slipper and send him out the back door. Man, he was the meanest little dog I ever had in my life, man. Yo, I was like, I gotta get rid of that thing, man. He's gonna hurt something, little kid or something. But yo, he was one of them Jack Russell shorties, right? And he was mean, man.
That's what she's saying. That Jack Russell's the pub. So she said she got 30 dogs total right now.
Holy shit.
So
she's gotta have a ranch.
She definitely got a
she got some property.
Some land.
Yeah, she got property. I mean, I got some property, bro, but I don't have that. I don't have enough property to house.
Well, she said, Daniel Porter said, "Damn girl, that's a zoo." Yeah, she said she's in VA though.
Oh yeah, but she probably lives on a nice piece of land.
Yeah. I don't know. Most of the people I know that live in VA got at least an acre.
Hey yo.
Nah, she said, we in the neighborhood. Oh, she's just crazy.
Oh
Trish
wow.
Is just crazy. It's all good.
Oh, wow.
It's all good. Wow. It's all love. Shout out to you, 30 dogs in the neighborhood. Shout out to you, man. That's big business.
Wow.
That's big business. A lot of work. Hey,
yes.
Living like
keep
dogs.
Them quiet.
Hey,
yo. So
living
look,
like
right?
Dogs salute you because 30 dogs in the neighborhood is.
So check this out. I live in a neighborhood too, right? I got a yard that we call the out town yard, right? That's where most of the lion dogs are, and then there's a few Patterdales over there.
Yeah.
But the Patterdales were getting out, and they were causing us trouble. So we moved a lot of Patterdales. We separated them. We only kept a few over there, right? So most of the lion and hounds are over there. Lion, dogs, and hounds. So then I had to move some bulldogs from the East Coast over here, okay? So we got them. I got those out of here, okay? So my girl started tripping because she was like, man, by law, you only can have 6 dogs in town. So when she said that, right, the first thing I started thinking about my yard and how I could even set 30 dogs up in a town, like in a neighborhood, right? And I'm like, I couldn't even have 30 dogs here. How the hell would I make that possible?
Shit, you.
I got a nice kennel set up, and I got my.
Yeah,
So
I'd
I
say you
can't say nothing
probably
because I
could,
got
but
1, 2, 3,
it's
4,
it's
5.
just a lot full time
So
job. Yeah,
so look, right.
I'm in a
This is what
neighborhood
I've
too.
come
I have
down to.
5 dogs. Yeah,
I used to keep
five is
five,
decent though.
right? But now what I'm gonna do is right. I'm only gonna keep 2 breeding females and a male, and I'm gonna work. I'll probably keep a pup at a time, and just you know what I mean, and then go from there from now on.
Yeah,
Having too many dogs,
yeah. So I mean, you got to be into it. You got to,
I mean, I've been into it my
obviously,
whole life.
it's something that Trish loves.
Oh no! More power to her.
And yeah, 30 dogs. She said, full time job. Yeah,
Full
I
time
was
job.
already
Yes.
thinking that for sure. I
Hey,
bet
I
a lot
bet
of
that is
dog
a full
walks
time
all
job.
day and
I bet you that is a
maybe
full
half the
time
night.
job. I
Yeah,
bet your days start like mine at 3 in the morning.
yeah, for sure. With that many dogs, that wouldn't even be, that wouldn't even be
Shit, I gotta start that early
a
because I got 10
surprise.
guard. I got the 10 garden. I got 10 kennels. I gotta feed. Then I gotta water, right? All that stuff. But I gotta make sure every day they have fresh water. Like every single day. I don't skip that with this heat. Like I'm refreshing the buckets every day. There's not a day in between. I don't want them having any kind of like nothing. I want them fresh water, like all the way as cool as possible every day. Cause today it hit 104. So I know my dogs are taking a beating out in that sun.
104 is crazy.
Yeah, they've dug holes that they get down inside of like during a set. I just go out there in the morning time and spray the hole down, like just to mist it and like loosen it and then wet the dirt. And they go back down in the hole. They don't even go in their dog houses. The holes are dug underneath their dog houses.
Okay. So yeah, she's working the dogs and she has the ratting contracts. So
Oh,
she makes
nice,
some money with the
nice.
dogs. And yeah, that's yeah.
That's her
what you do it.
livelihood.
And yeah, if you're doing it like that and you're working them and you got contracts and then you do the dog sports performing and all that. So that makes sense. And that's what you do all day, every day.
Absolutely.
For yeah, that definitely makes sense. Shout out to you, man.
Hey, that's strong.
Yeah. I would actually, we'll talk later. I don't know if we're friends on Facebook or something, but yeah, I would love to get you on here. You could talk about all the talk about your ratting, talk about the sporting you do, the performance, and talk about your whole kennel and just how it is to take care of 30 dogs. But yeah, if we're not friends on Facebook already, if you could find us, Trish, Live Your Life Dogs, it's not hard to find. And message us and yeah.
Hey yo, hey Woods,
if
we
you
need
down.
to take this on the road. We need to go and like on the road and do some shows.
Yeah.
Lord live broadcast from guys. Like, you know what I mean? It would be down to invite us out. I go. Shit.
Why not?
Hell yeah.
Something we can talk about. Mountain Strong Kennel. Hey, appreciate you for coming through, man. Yeah, we've been on here talking dogs, talking about people's dogs, our dogs, what we do with dogs we like. We got Trish on here. She got 30 dogs, all different types. So,
Hey yo, I just want to thank everybody, man. Sometimes I can't really see all the comments. They be real little on my phone, and I try to zoom them in, and it just don't be doing it all the time.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I guess so. When you get old, you need glasses.
106 fast days in Texas. Freshwater 2 times a day. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Porter. Yeah, that's no bullshit.
Okay, we are. I am. Okay.
Oh, it's Miss Hal.
Yeah.
Yeah, she be getting it in.
Yeah, she does.
She puts in work.
Yeah, she does. So yeah, we'll definitely I'll definitely contact you and we'll talk. Get you back on it.
Knows, man. Oh, there we go. I got it finally to zoom in.
I have a question about y'all's dogs and digging. No, go sit down. Are your dogs locating game and sets when y'all hunt? Yeah.
So I
But
do. I'm a little like.
my dog's only about she's real small. So she's about
I'm
11,
saying
12 pounds. So it's a lot easier for her to get smaller sets and stuff. So you know, there's that. Like, so, and where I hunt, this is the groundhog sets are kind of small. So yeah. But when anytime she goes down, her nose is real good. She definitely gets on
Well, I'm
game.
saying I free cast, so my dogs gotta locate they like I'm not I don't know where they're at. You know what I mean? Like I gotta find them half the time because they whatever they find, they're on it, and I gotta find them.
Yeah, and that's what that's what we need those flint collars for, and the peeps. I don't know. I didn't say no way. You talking to me or Tim?
Huh?
I free cast too. Yeah, we do free cast. I free cast.
What is?
It's gets dangerous with a smaller dog, but yeah, I definitely every time I went out hunting, yeah, we always free casted. But where we go hunting too, I'm also with people that know the grounds set. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cut Up Kennels, the family. We all you know what I mean? We know the grounds where we're hunting in the land, so but anything can happen. Your dog can
Ain't nothing better than free casting.
a friggin'
That's when you really see what you got.
You know what I mean? So it can
You're gonna
happen.
see what you got. You're gonna see who's locating.
Yep.
That's what I mean. It's a different type of hunting. Some guys don't like it. Some guys do.
That is why I run Garmin's on my guys now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to if you're doing a lot of above ground work.
Yeah. My dog, luckily, she comes and checks back in. She's not one of them dogs that would just go out, a mile, 100 yards. If she doesn't come back within probably 30 seconds, a minute, and check in and then go back out and search again, then she's probably in a hole or something.
People say you're looking out the new season.
Like my dogs, the way my dogs hunt, like they range out, and then they'll like either cross the creek and range back over, and my dogs work like all over. Like there's sometimes I've seen them go up, right, and then so like my dogs will work upriver or up creek or wherever we're at, and then all of a sudden I'll think they're way up there, and I'll have to hit a chirp whistle right just to get them back because I'm like, and they'll come from behind me, and they've worked all the way back to what they've already worked, checking again.
Yeah. And like Trisha said right here, she runs the Garmin's on the when they're doing the earthwork too, because some of them will go out farther and real far.
Yeah,
where you need it.
But see, here's my thing. Now, if she's working Garmin, right?
Like they'll go
if she's working Garmin, what does she do when they hit the ground? Does she just leave the collar on there? Because it just leaves the X, right? That's what I've seen it do.
No, whatever. It depends on the Garmin.
But those boxes are kind of big, so I worry about the dog getting stuck.
Yeah, once she said here, once they mark, she takes the Garmin off.
Turn it down.
Once they mark, she takes the Garmin off and obviously lets them go on the ground. Yeah, they could get. I mean, especially with the smaller dogs, they could get lost quick. And again, some of them will go out a good distance. They don't all just.
Well, I've lost a few good ones like that.
Yeah, some of them will go out. My cousin's dog. I mean, this dog would go out and come back 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes later. You know what I mean? So we knew that dog was going, and sometimes come back dusty, like he went up in a hole or something. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The Garmin's definitely can come in handy for sure.
I know.
Even with the padded nails, even with doing the earthwork, because you got some dogs that will definitely stretch it.
You know the worst thing about working dairies is the sinus infections you get from the motherfuckers, man, and just being around them.
Yeah. Well, you got a whole bunch of allergies too, right? Dude, I lost mine in the 12-inch drain pipe that was 100 yards. Scared the shit out of me. Yeah. And that another thing that sucks about that is that when them drain pipes, anything and we talked about this before on the Wednesday night patio talk, anything that's human made, the
No good.
it starts fucking with the tracking on stuff. At least
Well, not only that,
Bella
but
Flint stuff
like,
like
and
that.
I understand what he's talking about, right? Because a drain. Okay, so a culvert, a culvert, a culvert. It's hard. You can't get through to it. You have to cut it open. So either one, you're gonna crawl down in that culvert, right? Not knowing what's ahead of you in the water, whatever it is, right? And then you have to have a headlamp on, and you're face to face on your knees and stomach going in that culvert with that dog. Whatever's on the other side of that dog, if it definitely gets across it, you're going head to head with it. Like cutting down into something. You could put the shovel between you and the dog, or whatever the case might be, from getting bit. When you're in a
Yeah.
culvert, you're a tunnel rat. You got to get with the shit, hand to hand combat.
Keith Myers, son, 2004. I lost my dog for an hour and he came back with fur in his mouth, literally. Yeah. I mean, my girl Sin has disappeared, and she disappeared once, and luckily she was close enough for the Bell and Flint founder. She was under a brush pile. By the time we ended up getting like half the brush pile out, she had came out and had already killed the groundhog. You know what I mean? So it happens. So you say, yeah, they probably worked. And maybe it pulled the fur off, maybe it killed it.
We're gonna have to wash it, but they didn't wash it
You
yet.
just don't know. Trish said I was out with Shahib and we lost his dog in the hemp. Yeah, greenhouse found her from her barking. Yeah. Happens a lot. Keith, shout out to my cousin Keith. Well, that's Keith Myers though. But shout out to my cousin Keith anyway, of course. It was actually the sire to Trish's dog. Okay. Low OMG. Daniel, yep. He had a tracker collar on, but they get up under the riverbanks and lose connection. Okay. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. Free casting. There's a lot of people who don't free cast. I've been out with a couple different hunters, and you'd be surprised. Some are like,
man, I hunt with all sorts of guys, man.
Like, a lot of them don't free cast.
A lot of them don't like the way I hunt.
Yeah, a lot of them are like, I don't know. I don't want to, I don't want to say.
And I tell her, listen,
extra caution, but
look, the way I started in this sport was a crazy way. I wasn't out just like, and I never like intended on doing it. It found me.
Okay,
and I just went with it.
Yeah.
So, like, and I learned it. You know what I mean? But I came out from rat terriers. You know, I was working them dogs like, you know, I had a special type of rat terrier.
Come on, Ruff, let's go there.
Like, I had rat terriers that were drawing raccoons out.
I run a tracking cut. Yeah. Well, some dogs will do it all. You always get them in my rat terrier with some balls, they do it all. I run a tracking collar and then put the locator on when I take the tracking collar off. I agree with that. I would leave the locator on while you're doing that because the dog might just dip in a hole and then you won't have time to put the locator on. But, that's my opinion on that, Keith. Appreciate you for coming through, too. Tell a friend and tell a friend, like, subscribe. I want everyone's opinion on the French Terrier. What's you guys' opinion on a French Terrier? To me, everyone's opinion on a French Terrier. To me, the free cast is where the excitement is. One dog, one cure. Yeah, I like it. I mean, everyone that I was that I got into this with and started hunting with, they all free cast. So naturally, that's what if that's what you're brought into, that's what you're gonna do. So I free cast. Sometimes sometimes you could bring bigger dog with you that might follow behind that little dog and could show you where that little dog went. You know what I mean? That's something I'm trying out. But yeah, free casting is definitely fun. It's definitely a lot.
Yeah, whatever they find, they find.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun than walking around with a leash and holding onto the leash and
Not doing that.
yeah. Because sometimes just walking through the forest and walking through brush piles and stuff like that, your dog's gonna go this way. You gotta go this way because it's too tight for that. But if you got that leash, that's a whole, that's just a problem in itself.
Something different.
Yeah, shit's a problem. I'm blessed to have world-class coonhounds. Oh, in my area, we talk way to put a lot of fur on a dog. Yeah.
What is it?
We love all this living life dogs, man. We love all dogs. Like I said, all the way, it could be the teacup chihuahua, it could be the Kango, it could be, whatever it is, man. It could be a Frenchie Fluffy, it could be a Patio Terrier. We love them all. It's all good. But my boy will hunt his own. But my boy will hunt his own till they hit and located bark. He knows the difference between the trail bark and the sit down. Okay, yeah. I mean, if your dog's that type of thing, my Patterdale Terriers, they're just going to work. They're not about to just sit down and wait for you to come.
Oh yeah,
let them in the hole and shit. They're diving straight in the hole. By the time you get there, your dog be 10 feet in the hole. You know what I mean? But other dogs, that's why they have baying dogs and stuff like that. You might have something like Jack Russell Terrier that bay, or to each his own. But our Patterdale Terriers, they're going straight. They find a hole, they're going straight to work. Straight to work. They're not about to sit down and bay or none of that shit. They're going straight to work, and then they're gonna engage and hold. And I'm gonna dig.
Hey, y'all got me over here looking at the weather forecast. I'm gonna go pull stuff out of my truck so I can put my box in there. Y'all got me ready to go hunt.
Yep, for sure. The whole point is trailing and locating. Working in the ground is only half the game. Yeah, and
absolutely.
Absolutely. Is definitely the fun part. Yeah, that's facts.
That's the best of it. See, that's what it's all about.
Can't wait till I get my ledges going. Me too. My ledge is about a year now. We're working on a Trish. She's showing a lot of good signs. She's doing good. She's doing great. But
now, do you have dogs? Do you have dogs related to her dogs?
Maybe. I don't know what ledges she got. Maybe.
You got a running Walker, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I got a bull terrier from Danielle.
I thought you had a running dog.
I got a lurcher, yeah. I mean, I said a bull terrier. I mean a bull lurcher from Danielle, but she got American Bulldog and bull terrier in it, with the greyhound and with the draft. So she could.
You know what else are fun to run? Whippets.
Yeah, whippets. People, yeah,
whippets are bad.
Yeah, all them little sight hound fast shits. Those are all terriers. Yeah. It's all good. What is this?
That'd be tight to have some miniature whippets.
Miniature whippets?
And get them on jackrabbits in a pack.
I don't know, man. Miniature
I bet you that shit out here, it's different, dog. You know how much open land I got at the chase? Yo, that shit is, I never thought it was that fun to watch until I did it, right? And I had those, and they be on them jackrabbits. Yo, that chase, bruh, I'm telling you, it's something else to watch. Them dogs work like that. In full out speed, open land, over like a couple miles of open run, chasing that rabbit, bro, that shit is hard.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean,
and just to see him come back, like, I don't know, man. I wish I had the setup and the time. I mean, I got a box out back. I mean, I got the whole setup to put a truck together for him. I don't know. I don't got the time, and I feel like I neglect him.
Yeah, and you got to run them a lot.
Yeah, you know and then you got to season them.
Yeah,
All this other
I
shit.
gotta bring my dog.
You gotta bring that bitch up to speed. You can't just get her out there and kill her. Then you gotta
Yeah,
like
nah,
watch the
you
heat.
get, and
Then
it
you gotta
takes
watch the
longer
heat. You
with
gotta
the
watch the
lurchers.
heat.
With the lurchers, for some reason, they say they not for some reason, it's because of, the greyhound in them, but they take longer to like turn on than a lot of other dogs. You know what I mean? You gotta you gotta take your time with them. Where we at?
I ain't got time
He's a
like that.
Patterdale, but he knows when that dog sits and locates it because okay. Hey, if you got your dog trained like that, it's all love, it's all gravy. I'm not
Hell
mad
yeah.
at you. I never really took the time to even do that. So
Nope.
y'all let Terriers dispatch the Corey. For the main part, we do it ourselves. It's their job to grab hold and we get in there and help them and dispatch. Sometimes you got a dog that kills it before you can get there. You know what I mean? That just happens. But I've seen my dog where she killed something and dragged it out, or she dragged it out and it was still alive, and then I did what I had to do as her handling
I'm getting
teammate.
sick. Fuck.
Okay, I have two lurchers from Shahib litter. They're Mally bred and Shahib lurcher that is sibling to Marshalls. Yep. Shahib's my bro. So yeah, I know all about them. My son, we was actually out there, and my son was out there friggin' Biggs, Uncle Biggs, let me get one. And he was gonna let him take one. But yeah, I said, nah, we can't do it. We're still dealing with the lurcher we got and stuff like that. So I know exactly what dogs you're talking about. And yes, I know Henry too. I talk to Marshall all the time.
I've hunted with Henry. Henry's a fun dog to hunt with.
Yeah. Henry's nice. Sam's nice. You know what I mean? They're both some nice lurchers. I've been out hunting with
I've
Sam
seen
plenty of
Henry.
times.
I've seen Henry in action.
Yeah, I've been out with Marshall and Henry, but didn't really get on nothing. And
Oh
yeah,
no,
of course
I've
I've been
seen
out with
Henry in
Sam.
action.
Yeah, I believe it. Henry definitely does his thing.
Oh yeah,
Definitely
he's
does
got
his
no.
thing.
And listen, he doesn't even second guess it.
Nah, neither does his brother Sam. He's the
Oh
same.
no,
Sam,
I never been around Sam, so I don't. I mean, I know if
yes, well,
he's like Henry. Yeah,
Sam hunts because you know where Biggs and them are at. Sam hunts a
yeah.
lot more. You know what I mean? Sam might
Got
be
you.
hunting right the hell now. Sam hunts a lot more. You know what I mean? So whether it's day hunting or night hunting. So I've been out plenty of times with Sam where he got on killed coons or got on coyote, whatever the fuck it is. Sam, he's
Right.
just like Henry. He's just like Henry.
Whatever he comes across.
Yeah. Yeah, my dogs are dispatchers. I only step in if I have to. Yeah, like I said, sometimes you get there and the dog already took care of it. Sometimes you get there and the dog it's not fully dead. The dog, as far as our dogs, the dogs are always gonna try to kill it, but sometimes you get there and it's just not dead if you get there quick enough. So, it is what it is. If you get there.
Yeah.
But the main goal for these dogs is really to, engage, hold, and then you're supposed to dig them out and take care of business. I met your lurcher actually. Okay. Yeah. I'm not surprised. We must have been out in New York together one time. I have a couple. Yeah, Trish got a little bit of everything. I have a couple whipping mixes.
I bet you those are fun.
I transported a sibling. Okay. So you had it. So yeah. So you've seen it. You've met my
My
lurcher.
fucking
She had.
nose, man.
That's what's up. Hey man, it's hunting world, dog world, small world.
Yeah.
I have Danielle shepherds too. Yeah, she got some nice shepherds for sure. Antonio Perez just did a whipping in Yag. Yeah? Are you gonna is that your next dog, Trish? You're gonna add that 31, 32? One of Antonio's whippet Yags. Yeah, with the bigger dogs we hunt at night. With the obviously not with the Patterdales. No, that's ridiculous. But with the bigger dogs, with the lurchers, couple people in the cut up kennels got Bell and Malinois. Biggs got a presser that he hunts with at night. Promise. And yeah, so we definitely I'll bring out my dog Cookies at night to, she's learning the ropes. So yeah, definitely hunt with the bigger dogs at night. Obviously, you run into coyotes and coon, really skunk here and there, of course. But yeah, definitely go night hunting. But of course, for the most part, every dog we bring out night hunting,
Love you,
probably
buddy.
I would say probably the smallest dog might be 40 pounds. So as far as the night hunting, but we be out there with a nice size pack. There's always a couple, 2-3 Malinois, 2-3 lurches, presser 2, so it's good. It's definitely fun. Definitely fun night hunting. Never
Oh, I
seen
love. Hey, yo, I love night hunting.
Yeah, you gotta love night hunting. Key Myers says, speaking of Mal's, do you still have Vicky Trish? I used to rap with Marshall. Yeah, everyone knows Marshall, man. Keith, I do. She's not gotten any bigger. Pocket. KNPV dog.
Oh my god, man.
She's a butthead, 2 smartphone. Good. Send me some pics when you get a chance. I would love one, but I have some personal things coming up, so I'm going to buy a Range Rover instead. Okay. Yeah. So you would love another pup, but yes, yeah. You're gonna need 30 dogs, you're gonna need that Range Rover. Definitely, especially get the hunting, get the tow hook on there and all that good stuff, so you could bring as the many dogs as you would like. So Range Rover is definitely gonna come in handy. Run the yags at night and it gets sketchy. I mean, yeah, when we hunt at night where we're at, there's nice sized coyotes. So I wouldn't suggest hunting anything smaller than 40 pounds. You know what I mean? But I mean, to each his own. But yeah, there's some nice sized coyotes. So again, I wouldn't suggest fucking around like that. I wouldn't suggest fucking around like that. I mean, I'm not fucking around like that with none of my smaller dogs. You know what I mean? I have a lurcher to hunt at night with. So
look, I didn't intentionally do this. I don't ever intentionally do a lot of shit I get into.
Tim, keep them. Give me 3 minutes, but you can keep talking, bro. I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Right? One time there's these maize piles. It's like on the dairy. The coyotes get up there and lay on them because it's got warm. Man, the dogs got on one of them and turned it like they were all surrounded. I thought it was on a coon. Man, that coyote was like crazy. So I just ended up hitting it with a stick. But the dogs were taking damage. And I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta do something. So I ended up getting them off. But yeah, the smaller dogs don't really stand a chance with no coyote. Like, shit. Let's see if I can see what they're saying. Yeah, it does get sketchy at night. You gotta definitely know where them dogs are at. Man, at nighttime, you can run into all sorts of shit. I hate running into skunks. That's what I hate running into. They're messing my whole hunt up. Yeah, shit. I think I'm ready to get up off of here. Like, shit. See, y'all, everybody back on the East Coast is really, well, some people are in Texas, but most of the people, what's else say? Sorry, I'm reading an email. A lot of terrier stuff is in PA though. Guys got good hunting up there. I think you want to disconnect. So Trish, how like when you do building like removal of rats and all that stuff in them buildings, how many dogs you turn loose? I don't know if I don't know if Woods put us on mute or what.
Yo, yo. He's my anyone mess with band dogs. My uncle used to have them. I know a lot of people that have them. I got a couple friends that have them. But I mean, they got them they got them for protection, but they're not really. They don't really, you know what I mean? They're not like in neighborhoods where anything's probably gonna happen. But yeah, I got some people that do band dog. Do you have a band dog, or you thinking about getting one? Or Trish, we just bought a Mercedes Sprinter for the dog. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be clutch. And hey, when you got that many dogs, you're gonna need it. I got a 20 round. I always been curious how you do with a coyote. I think his mouth make them think about their life choices. I mean, yeah, but I mean, coyotes, people forget coyotes bite on bone and deer bone and things like that every day too. So they're not like, and another thing you got to realize, coyotes normally, that's one thing you got to remember. It's not 90% of the time when your dog runs into a coyote, there's another one close. So you don't want to ever just think, oh, I'm gonna just send my dog out, and my dog's 40 pounds, and the coyotes around here are 50 pounds, and my dog or 40 pounds because they could be small, and my dog could just take them because again, there's coyotes. Some of them they gotta fight to eat. Some of them fight in packs to within the pack to leadership and stuff like that. So, and again, the chance you send your dog out there thinking, oh, my dog's gonna run into a coyote. No, the chances are he's gonna run into a pack. And if coyotes will do slick shit. Coyotes will run off and have your dog chase them. And you think your dog's chasing one coyote. Next thing you know, it's surrounded by 8. Because they do, that's what they do. That's the type of stuff coyotes do. So you don't never want to, like I said, when we go night hunting, there's at least 3 dogs with us in you know, you got a Presser, you got a Lurcher, and a Malinois. That's a little different from even if you run into 8 coyotes. You know what I mean? The Presser could take care of probably 4 itself. You know what I mean? So gonna take some damage on the course, but yeah, you don't want to just be out here slacking. And again, where I've seen where I hunt and go night hunting, the coyotes are these coyotes are not small. These ain't no 30, 40-pound coyotes. These coyotes are 50 and up. And it's because where they're at, there's also just nothing but coons and deer and whatever. If they eat, coons, deer, and vegetables and fruit. That's all there is. And there's nothing out there killing them, so they're just getting big and healthy. Only thing out there killing them is if we come through. We meaning humans, you know what I mean? Whether it's guns or dogs, or traps, you know what I mean? We have bobcats too. Let's catch up to these comments. I have a rat terrier, bull terrier cross. She's one of my hardest dogs on my yard. Those rat terriers are no joke if they're bred right. Yeah, and that's for the most part. That's Mountain Strong Kennel. Shout out to you again. I like that. I like that name too, man. But yeah, that's most dogs. That's the great thing about dogs. Most of them, if they're bred right, are gonna do what they were bred for, and gonna be good dogs. You're always gonna have you feel out the pack that slouch, and that's just life. But yeah, that's the great thing about dogs, man. They're gonna if they're taken care of and they're bred right, and you take care of them, they're gonna do what they're supposed to and take care of you. Gotta love dogs, man. Oh man, damn. 5th skunk this year. Yeah, shit. At that point, I would be hunting on a different spot. I can't even lie to you. Or even if it was in my backyard, I'd be going on a rampage getting rid of them things or something, because 5 skunks this year, yeah. That's the last thing. Matter of fact, last time I went out hunting in New York, we hit a skunk night hunting. Not me, actually. Not. But a couple of my friends' dogs hit a skunk night hunting, and it was a bad hit. You talk a little shit, joke about it, move on, but yeah, it sucks. I want to try to get out this weekend. Shit, me too. Wish we was closer. We would get out there together, but shit, one day. I have not done nearly as much hunting this year. I feel like that's for a lot of people. Probably not my boys. Shout out to Cut Up Kennels, because that's all they do. But yeah, it was one. I got out, but I didn't get out as much as I wanted to. So hey, we're all in the same boat. Sometimes that happens. 4 to 6 for ratting. Ooh, I hear you. And shout out everyone for the comments, man. It's always good when we're in here chatting and people are actually leaving comments and not just watching, not being shy. You know what I mean? Works out a 2-3 per handler. Okay, that makes sense. I guess, yeah. I don't know. Told him to hold it down. I guess he held it down for that couple of minutes, and I always ate the bro. Maybe his phone died. Who knows? But yeah, he gone. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to bed, y'all. You have a good one. Yeah, it's 11:14. Damn, we've been on it for 2 hours already. I didn't even notice. That's what happens when you're having good conversations. But it's all good. It's all good. Good night, Danielle. Have a good night. Night, Danielle. Tim, your son and I still have some dog dealing. Okay, y'all gonna have to handle that. I've got a Presser base band dog and a Presser. Ooh, Nice. Hey, I like it. I won't be getting any dogs that size anytime soon, but hey, living life dogs, man. We love all dogs, small, big, short, or tall. So I like it. And, yeah, sounds like that. Hey, I want to see him though. Yeah, I definitely like to see him. Maybe get you on here, talk a little bit about him, talk a little bit about the parents and the pups when you have them, man. That would be good. Hit me up on Facebook, man. We'll do that. When you do that. Night. Good night. I'm located in Massachusetts. So I'm probably like, if you in VA, I think I'm like 10 hours from you. So that's not nothing crazy. Not at all. If you want to, if you really want to hunt. Yeah, okay, 8 hours, yeah. 8 hours is nothing. I could always do 8 hours, so we might have to set something up. Definitely out your way, because I don't think there's a little bit of hunting out here. I got access to a couple, probably about 8 farms. They're not huge farms, but yeah, the game is not crazy out here. That's why I go out to New York and hunt with my cut up family. Shout out to my cut up family always. But yeah, that's why I go out there with them, because they have a lot more game. And that is about an 8-hour drive for me. So same distance. And I'm always willing to drive, to have some fun. Always willing to drive to hunt. So yeah, that's how it goes. Or we could always talk and link up with the Cut Up family out in New York and do some hunting together. Do some hunting with them. It's always all love, and they got plenty of game and plenty of acres that we have access to out there. So, yeah, for sure. We definitely we'll have to figure something out then. Figure something else out. I love the schooling tunnel. Yeah, I mean, I love it out there myself. So definitely a great vibe out there. Just walking the farms, plenty of land, plenty of fruit, plenty of vegetables, plenty of game, curry, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's always a great time with the Cut Up family, man. That's my family out there, man. I love them guys. So, but yeah, we've been on there for about 2 hours, going on 2 hours and 15 minutes. Again, we just hopped on here Monday night. I'll probably do it again next Monday, if people want to come tune in again. And again, we just talk anything dogs. And of course, we'll be on here Wednesday night, where we talk the Patterdale Terrier. We dedicate the Wednesday night to the Patterdale Terrier. But again, appreciate everyone coming through tonight. It was a random Monday night, but see my face. It was a random Monday night, but a lot of people came through. A lot of good dog talk, a lot of good questions, a lot of good facts, all that good stuff, some laughter. And that's what it's for, man. We come here to have fun, learn from each other here at Living Life Dogs, and build this family of dog lovers. And like I always say, if you come on here and rock with me, you're my Living Life Dogs family, so we family. But yeah, I'll probably do the same thing next Monday, because it was a good vibe, and from what I'm getting, people liked it. So yeah. So and then I'll see you guys this Wednesday for those who tune in to the live Patterdale Terrier Talk. I'm not sure if we'll have someone to interview yet, but you know, sometimes we have some people lined up and things come up. But either way, we will be here talking Patterdale Wednesday night. Again, appreciate everyone for coming through. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. Till next time, live it like dogs. It's always love. Take care of your dogs. Feed the dogs well. Peace.